All right, boys and girls, today we are on chapter 4, lesson 4, adjusting quotients. So if we are looking to begin when we're adjusting quotients, because we have such a big divisor or dividend, what we're going to do is we're going to look at our division problem that's given in the equation. So if I have 1,252 divided by 32, the first step I want to do is estimate. So I'm just going to do my basic rounding here. Miss Adams knows that out of 1,200, I know that 30, right, will easily go into this because 3 can go into 12. So I'm going to change this to 30. Therefore, I know if I cross off a 0 here, I'm going to cross it off here. I'm going to have 1 0 left. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so I have 40. All right. Now when I go to do the real math, I have an idea of a number in my head that I'm going to shoot for. All right. So first I estimated. Now that I estimated, I want to actually, I can't spell. I'm going to put adjust here as a better word. Adjust to solve. All right, so then I'm going to look up here and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to put it in the house like I normally would. My small number is outside of the house. Well, Miss Adams knows it can't go in 1, so I'm going to go over to my next digit and I'm going to look at see if 32 can go into 12. It is still not going to work, all right, so I'm going to go over 3 digits. Well, 32 can definitely go into 125, so I'm going to guess, because using my estimation, I'm going to say 4. And I'm going to place it on top. See how I still kept it in line? Well, Miss Adams doesn't know what 32 times 4 is off the top of her head, so I'm going to solve. 2 times 4 is 8. Then I'm going to go 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to try to subtract 128. Well, if I look at it, I can't do it, all right, because I see that this is too big. I would be -3. All right, and I don't want to worry about any negatives. So since I know this is too big, I'm going to reset up my problem and I'm going to really adjust it here. I'm going to put my 32 outside, my 1,252 in my house. And since I know I'm going to look at these first 3 digits like I did up here, I'm going to change this 4 to a 3 down here. And I'm going to do the math over here. 32 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. I'm going to subtract 96. I'm going to need to regroup, make that a 1, a 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. Clearly 1. I'm going to need to regroup, so I'm going to make this a 0. 11 minus 9 is 2. I know that 32 is bigger than 28, so I'm in the clear. I'm going to bring down my 2. Now, I'm going to see, right, that I need to get as close to 40 as I can here. So I'm going to try 9, all right? So I'm going to do then 32 times 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry my plus 1. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 1 is 28. It worked beautifully, so I'm going to subtract. 292 is bigger than 288, so I'm going to subtract. 2 minus 8, I can't, I need to regroup. I'm going to make this an 8, regroup to a 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. 8 minus 8 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0, so I have a remainder of 4. All right. That's then how I used estimation to kind of check my work. There will be times that this might needs to be an 8 for it to work evenly, but I'm going to start with as closest to 40 as possible. All right, if we slide on over, I'm going to give you one more example over here. Let's make sure we can see that. So I'm going to put example 2. All right, Miss Adams is going to set it up by writing my problem, 144 divided by 16. All right, I'm going to look and I'm first going to estimate. So then I'm going to look and say, okay, we're going to round it to 140. divided by, okay, 10, yes, it could go in, but it's a little higher. 20 would work, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take off a 0, take off a 0. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So therefore, I know I'm going to try to shoot to get around 7. I'm going to set up the real problem within my house. Now that I need to adjust. 16 divided by 144. If I look, 16 cannot go into 1. 16 cannot go into 14, so I already know that it has to go into the 144. I'm going to use the simple method of guessing and checking. Since I said about 7, I'm going to try 7 to see where it works. 16 times 7, all right? 6 times 7 is 42. I'm going to put my 2 and carry my 4. 1 times 7 is 7, plus my 4 is 11, all right? And that is going to work. So let's put it in and see what happens. I'm going to put my 7 over here. Remember to make sure it's lined up. Minus 112. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. 32. Well, I have a problem because 16 is bigger. All right? I know, all right, that then I'm going to try, because 16 I know can go in at least one more time, so I'm going to try 9. 16 times 9. I skipped 8 because I knew 16 could evenly go in. I'm going to see if that'll fit in. 9 times 6 here is 54. Put my plus 5. 9 times 1 plus 5 is 14. I got my 144 evenly. I'm going to stack my 9 and do my subtraction, and therefore my answer is 9. Boys and girls, I would like for you to try these problems. I'm going to have you try number 1. I'm sorry here, let me get my problem. 1728 divided by 72. And problem number 2 I want you to try is 183 divided by 19. Good luck.